Hey, it's James Clay from BimmerWorld, and welcome to our GTMore project. This BMW M4, this is about a 2015, optioned up pretty well from the factory, but bone stock car, or just about bone stock. We've started on it a little bit. It's hard to restrain ourselves. We've worked with customer M4s and M3s for some years now. As a race team, we've run the GT4 cars ever since they came out back in, I guess we had them late in 2017. It's time to start bridging that gap, right? So we've got the GT4 cars that we run on the racetrack, fantastic cars built by BMW Motorsport. We love so many of the things that they did, but that kind of begs the question, if we were building that car, what would we do? If we were building, our GT4, how would we build it? Well, we would do a GTMore. So this is our version of a track day or trackable GT4 car, but without the limitations. Obviously, BMW builds these for professional series where they're homologated and they have to be built in a very specific way, and there's a balance of performance, and they have to be even to a Porsche and an Audi and all that. But what if we wanted to build the ultimate BMW? What if we didn't care about how similar the Audis and Porsches are? What if we just wanted to pound those guys? This GTMore is the answer. It's also a test bed for our parts. When we reach generally this 7 years of age on the series, we're ready to take the knowledge that we've learned from running it for a bunch of years. We know how to tune these things up. We know how to squeeze out the most from them, how to make this, this package that's kind of additive. This will be a street track car. Ours is going to live on the track, so we're going to make some decisions specifically based on having a pure track car. We're going to hit some basic areas, certainly power. We can squeeze a lot of power from these S55 motors, and way more than we are in GT4 trim, where that thing is actually dialed below stock output. Turbos, Epic Motorsports is working on calibration with us, MagnaFlow exhaust, engine intake, all the hard piping. We're going to squeeze plenty of horsepower out of this thing, but we want something that's reliable long term. Of course, the next is the cooling. We're going to work with PWR on some of the parts that they make as we make more power to be able to pull the heat out, keep this thing manageable, and keep it running around the racetrack lap after lap. Big suspension work, MCS on the dampers, of course. That's our technical partner, has been for years. We're going to integrate some of this GT4 stuff, like how do we fit 305 slicks all the way around on this car? So we're going to have arm packages, wheels, etc. So that's going to be a direct bolt-on. Of course, brakes. This thing came with some carbon ceramics. We're doing some testing with the carbon ceramic brakes, just working on some parts packages. Ultimately, I think we've got a performance braking kit that we're going to put on here. Aero, again, GT4 is pretty limited. What if we're allowed GT3 level aero, or what if we're allowed whatever we want? Big splitter in the works. We've got a big wing. It's going to be bolt-on stuff. Since it will live on the track, also needs to be safe. So for us, that means roll bar, it means harnesses, maybe a lifeline fire safety system. Always seems like a good idea. This is going to be a journey. This is going to take us 9 months, a year, something like that. We're going to be at the racetrack with it, proving it out. Grassroots Motorsports Ultimate Track Car Challenge, the Optima Drive Autocross Series, wherever else we can, as we develop, test, and ultimately create a car and a parts package that you're going to love.